Thank you, Tara. That was great. I realize that we always, when we come up to introduce the series, we always introduce the series, but we forget to introduce ourselves. So that's Amick Boone over there. Give her a round of applause. And my name's Kevin Hobson. So yeah, you can come up and talk to us afterwards and not feel like weird because you don't know our names. So anyway, let's move on. Our next reader is Mike Murray. Mike writes short stories, bad poetry, and is working on a collection of bricklayer stories. A graduate of San Francisco State and Bricklayers Union number 7, Mike has been published in Filthy Secret Books Volume 1 and Strange Tales of an Unreal West. He has read for Anger Management and Lip Service West. Please help me welcome Mike Murray.
Spills across the pillow. Jet eyes, unfocused, stare at the popcorn ceiling. She's almost silent, but for the rhythmic sound of breathing. We have the sheen of hard exercise. Early evening's half-light is devoured slowly, like an object on the edge of a black hole. I lay my hand on her hard, flat belly, feeling the rise and fall, exhilaration and exhaustion. I've never been able to grasp the concept of eternity, but I'm now old enough to appreciate time's corrosive, inexorable gravity and the little jokes it plays. Serendipity brought me to the Arizona Meteor Craters Visitor Center in 1976. With the docent and custodian distracted in conversation, I tried to lift the pocked nickel iron blob recovered from the bottom of the impact site. Though it was smaller than the engine block from that year's Honda Civic, I couldn't budge the meteor. Sometimes stories streak across our unconscious, a fireball of unknown origin that crashes in a remote location. Later, usually by accident, we discover a crater and dig for the missile that made such an impact and analyze its density. Vaguely giddy, I contemplate this perfect form with me now. Later I'll try to understand. I come from way upstate New York, where inspiration churns slowly like the drive wheels of an old Massey Ferguson tractor in slick autumn mud. The slowness of time and the gray days of winter lends one to believe that maybe the earth is froze solid on its axis. Long northeast winters can do a number on sensitive humans. Winter pushes down with the constricted, twitchy feeling that maybe oxygen is running low, or that skin stretched tight over desperate bones may rip without warning. Cabin fever. It got worse as spring approached. I feared I might not survive. I'd die from a busted vein in the brain with a note no more pronounced than a girlish fart or the ominous pop of cracking lake ice. With the most sincere intention, I petition any God that would listen for specific, unambiguous, laser-like guidance. On my own, I tend to drift. I petition the gods during our dark time, our winter solstice, the time of big snow. One blizzardy night, alone in the unfurnished flat, I ate a hit of LSD to help pass time. This could be the moment when an amorphous idea of life, if not in the center, at least on the edge of brilliance, began its dull ache like a tooth going bad. She watches me with dull amusement as I shut the window and roll the shade against the waning sunlight and chill. What is that? I look down. You want it again? Crazily, I consult my cock for a second opinion, then nod. Incredulous, she smiles dreamily, as if I have opportunities like this every day, as if I can waste this moment, as if the earth can wait, as if our planet will slow its spin, allowing this one evening to last for a month, as if. Slowly she rolls to her belly, arms outstretched like a languid Jesus on the cross. I caress the mad lustrous length of her, marveling at the serpentine contours and heat. With great deliberation, I try anchoring in this glorious moment, a foolhardy task similar to halting time. It's not an exact science, this business of living. Astrophysicists calculate celestial movements of our planet and its siblings and our sun with surprising accuracy. They predict huge elliptical movements of massive bodies unbelievable distances apart, but calculations will get you only so far. According to Wikipedia, the sun's elliptic latitude isn't exactly above the equator at the moment of the equinox, but the two events occur less than 30 seconds apart. 30 seconds. Predictable but not exact. As part of the universe, I live in not exact. My celestial behavior resembles a cat fight. I incline to the sun, but don't study its travels in minute detail. You could say me and my star were familiar. You could even say we travel in the same circles. I'll credit celestial disorder, gathering nebula, supernovas, whirling comets, elliptical deviations, gravitational pull, magnetic attraction, and a red giant for the woman on the bed and these clothes strewn across the floor like debris from a meteor strike. Dreamily, I wonder if Stephen Hawking could have predicted this solar event. In the cycle of things, I'll ride my bike into winter as rain smacks me in the face. In the season of blossoming, my friends will suffer runny eyes and sneezing. In a solar and coffee thrall, I'll observe wandering shadows cast long on the sidewalk in front of the cafe. It's the way of seasons and their passing, like roiling box cars on the old New York Central line, impossible to count in their mad rush and grain cacophony. Occasionally, if I want to feel shitty, I'll contemplate the dull, immovable past. But not now. Now I lie abed, in awe, tantalized by the flexing muscles of her smooth, long legs as she swings from the bed and glides slightly duck-footed into the bathroom to pee. Her distracted reflection in the door mirror is intoxicating, sublime in form, and ultimately incomprehensible. If there's a God, please don't let me tire of this. To imagine the incredible as expected or deserved is the act of a fool. But surprising things do happen, like the eventual, almost perfect balance between night and day. Thank you.